Right, really exciting stuff for day 20, the big 2-0 of my healthy January thing that I'm doing. Gosh, I need to do something with my hair. Yeah, as part of this challenge I've kind of set myself on, I have obviously made a few different changes in terms of what I'm having for food wise. So obviously the 2 shakes a day in the main meal, 300 calorie snacks per day if I need to. And I think I feel like I've banged on a little bit about that. I've then obviously talked about how I'm implementing certain new hobbies or physical activities to try and spur me on and find out what my kind of hobbies and workout, what Holly finds joy in doing in terms of physical activity. And I obviously tried pickleball last week, loved that. Netball, I'm loving. I haven't gone for a bit. I'm again not going tonight because I'm unwell. And it's just like my breathing isn't 100%. And I just don't want to push it, especially when I'm on these 2 shakes. And I don't want to be pushing myself when I'm already like, Barney's drinking some water. Sounds like you don't have much left. You need me to fill it up for you, mate? So yeah, I'm not going to netball tonight, which is obviously a shame, but yeah, I'm wanting to like get in the swing of that, and I haven't really been able to yet. But as well as all of that, all of those lovely things, I'm also ensuring I am getting kind of like my my body MOTs done. So I'm not due a PAP test or a smear test, so I'm not having to do that this month. But something that I've been wanting to do for quite a while is get a hearing check done. So I logged on to Boots UK, so boots.com, and I went to the hearing kind of section, and made me feel like not very great, because all in that section it's all like pictures of old or elderly people, which I think they should definitely change that up, because it's not just old people that experience hearing loss. So yeah, I was like, awesome. And I went and took part on their like online tests that they do, and when I did that, it said that I should book in a in-person hearing test. So that is the next thing that I'm about to do it. It's my appointment's at 3:30, so I'm literally about to go now to get that done. So yeah, I'm like not worried, but it's been in the back of my mind. It's one of those jobs that like I've not gotten around to doing. I have had hearing tests done before when I worked at Guide Dogs Australia, and I know that I have a dodgy left ear. Like my left ear isn't as good as my right. So I've probably had that test like over 10 years ago. So I'm needing to definitely get another one. Annoyingly, I can't find the original 2 tests that I've had done, which is really, really annoying, because then we'd be able to see if it's gotten worse or whatever, because I'm assuming hearing tests are quite similar across like the world. So yeah, a bit annoying about that, but I'll obviously let them know that I've had hearing tests done in the past, and like I know that my left ear, I can't hear it as well. So I just want to like dive deep into like why I think I have hearing difficulties in this ear. Potentially is because I'm preemie. You know, I worked at guide dogs, like I worked in kennels, you know, dogs bark high pitched, it's an echoey environment. So yeah, probably should have worn hearing aid, like head earmuffs even more regularly. And I also worked with like thousands of different birds in a bird room, and again, high screeches in, you know, smallish area going into the eardrums. Probably not the best when you've got issues, but again, like I say, it's just like my left, so there's clearly, why is it just to my left, you know? Like you think it would be both of them if it was because of that. And I also had my ear syringed, and it was this ear when I was younger, because I went into a swimming pool, caught like something was in there, and they syringed it out. It really hurt, but they did get it out. But again, yeah, so I'm just kind of like going to tell them all of that little spiel, and then going to tell them how it's affecting me now, which is what I'll talk about next. So yeah, basically I feel like it's affecting me. You know, when my partner snores, I roll over to my right ear, my good ear, so that I can't hear it as well in my left. Like, that's great. Or heavy breathing, or like if Isla's crying, but we've checked her and we know everything's fine, we're just like doing the crying out kind of method, I'll roll over to my right ear because I can't really hear with my left. Things like the door will go, I'll be right next to the door, won't hear it. My partner will be 2 rooms away, he'll hear it, I can't. And yeah, it's just like a security thing. I want to feel like I can hear what's going on in my house and not, yeah, I don't know. My partner will call me in the kitchen, I'll be in the lounge room, can't hear him. And I find with certain people in certain scenarios, I do look at their lips, which I really noticed the other week. Because I was talking to someone that's quite softly spoken, and yeah, if I didn't know what the general idea of the conversation was, I struggled even more so. I could know that I like literally was looking at her lips, and I just thought, wow, I think that's the moment where I was like, crap, like I'd not really noticed that I had done that before. Yeah, like I know that I had to turn to her so that my right ear was more able to like hopefully pick up what she was saying, but even then I like struggled, and then I felt and noticed myself looking at her lips, which is so bizarre. And I guess it didn't kind of like when it happened, it kind of caught me off guard. I was like, oh, like yeah, like I noticed that she was a soft, like felt like I could barely hear her, and I probably like, yeah, I feel like when people are having conversations around me, if I'm not involved in those conversations, I don't really, one, it's not my conversation, so why would I be listening in on it? But I find a certain situation with my partner will be like, why, did you not hear us talking about this? Or did you not? And I'll be like, no. Same as like he'll say, oh, I told you that. And it's like, if I'm not looking at him, am I taking in everything properly that he's saying? Like, does it affect that? I don't know. So yeah, hopefully we'll get a few answers. I'm not trying to like overthink it, but I obviously like don't want my hearing to get any worse, you know. I'm not saying I necessarily need a hearing aid, like I don't think, like, but I want to make sure, one, that I am like hearing to the best of my ability, or hearing as well as I can, and I don't want my hearing to ever just go all of a sudden. Or yeah, I just want to look after my ears as well, like to make sure it doesn't get worse. But if it is getting worse, then we need to like put things in place. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like I probably sound like I'm really over analyzing it, but I know it's like an issue, and probably like feeling myself and really realizing, like really, because yeah, that I was literally looking at her lips and lip reading. And I know that's like probably sounds really dramatic because there's people that have no hearing and they would lip read and stuff like that, but it's like the first moment where I've gone, wow, like, because I guess there's certain scenarios where I'll like catch bits of the conversation and it'll all like kind of like a sentence like fall in line, but it wasn't falling in line. I still couldn't hear when I was moving my head to try and hear, really like honing in and really focusing on what she was saying. And then the last, I guess, thought process in my mind was look at her lips, and yeah, because nothing else was, and I even like would say pardon and like sorry, what was that? And yeah, like I just really noticed it, and it stuck with me, I guess. So hence why I'm finally doing something about it. But yeah, anyway, once I come back, I'll make sure to give a bit of an update. If I have time, I will update you at some point in this vlog with how it goes. Lordy Mordy, who would have bloody thought? We need to sort this. That lighting is terrible. Where are we saying it's good for this? No, it's probably like here. Is that better? Still not great. Because wherever I go, we've got 4 lights in this kitchen. Yeah, is that better? Oh god. I need to fill you in. Oh my god, wherever I go, there's that bloody light. Man, you're literally in there. Okay, I think that's as good as it's gonna get. If you can't hear me, it's because the air fryer's on and you're right next to the air fryer. Alright, tonight we've got pork belly curry. That's normal, isn't it? There was pork belly that was on special, reduced, so having that. And I feel like curry. I've got poppadoms and I've got nah, not the healthiest, but let's just say your girl needs a comfort meal, and this is healthier than getting something naughty like McDonald's or pizza or anything else really. Okay, you're further away, you're a little bit further from the air fryer, but you still might be able to hear it, so yeah, I do apologise. If I was to say I'm surprised by my results at Boots, I'd be lying because I'm not. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to delve too deep into it because I've got some more testing that needs to happen. So I don't want to like say 100% yes, I need a hearing aid for my left ear. But it's looking that way, and like I don't have to because, well, yeah, it's my decision. Okay, I'm obviously still trying to process it. Not to be dramatic. I've got all my veg here, so now I can officially chat and crap litter. I need to do 10 million things at once as per usual. Right, so yeah, I had the Boots appointment, and yeah, I had the general 15-minute appointments basically. I did an online test before it, which I mentioned previously, and yeah, that kind of advised that I needed to go speak to someone in a little bit more detail and do further testing. So that's exactly what I did, and I could tell when getting the hearing test they did the right ear first and then they did the left ear, and I could tell I wasn't hearing as much. I wanted to be true to the test, and I literally just only pressed the little clicker when I could hear something. I didn't go trigger happy. I just did it when I could hear something. And she got me out of the little booth thing and showed me that there was a clear difference between the two. Actually no, that's a lie. She kept me in there and she said there's a clear difference I think between the two. So if I'm happy, we can do further testing because we had time. So it's like, yeah, that sounds obviously great to me. I obviously know within myself there's a clear difference between the hearing. So yeah, whatever additional testing we can get done, that will be great. So also, this is all free, by the way. It's just through Boots. So pardon me, I still have a cough, so probably shouldn't be eating dinner, but hey, we're both sick, so we need to eat. So I did the additional test. They put some different like equipment on, and it basically kind of showed where the area of problem is, and it's not my inner ear. I'll have to put like a picture up on here, insert, but it's basically like closer to the start of my ear that the issue is, and that can be to do with like the bones, the way that like my ear formed. I was premature. Who knows if that could be the reason as to why. This can happen a lot in women after pregnancy. Obviously, with me, I know that this has been an issue that's been the case for years, over 10 years, but my partner's noticed it maybe be a bit worse in the few recent years. So yeah, that like pregnancy maybe has made it worse. Obviously it's something that can be worse, like get worse over time as well. But yeah, it can be the way that your bone's kind of structured. There could be like trauma that happened, which the only trauma I could really think of was when I was younger and had my ear syringed. So it could be trauma from that as well. It could literally be a combination of a few things as well. It doesn't mean just like one thing happened. Yes, it definitely happened in pregnancy, or it definitely happened. Like, I was thinking it might have happened because of guide dogs, like working in kennels. It's really echoey, and obviously dogs' barks are high pitched, as well as working the bird room. But it's this ear. My right ear is in the normal range, which is good, which is fantastic to know. So they're happy with my right ear. You'll literally be a hearing aid for my left ear, to kind of like keep it in line. So I obviously went and told her in detail about how I feel like it's affecting me. I told her about how I feel like I'm like reading lips, or like if ever in doubt, that's what I literally looked at someone's lips to try and see if that would help me. I said about like knocking on the door, or my baby crying, like not being able to hear her sometimes. And yeah, basically like I called my partner afterwards and he was in agreement that like, yeah, it obviously is affecting certain things. And he says that a lot of the time I do ask him to repeat things or say what, or huh, or what did you say, or I didn't hear that. And he has said that he feels like it's more noticeable now more than ever before. So yeah, so it's like obviously progressing. Unfortunately, I couldn't find the results from our previous one to see if there's been a dramatic change over the years, you know, but I mean, the crux of it is we know that there's an issue, and I can either basically wait for an appointment for the NHS, which could take a year to a year and a half to be seen at the hospital, to run like similar tests that obviously Boots can do, and take that long to get a hearing aid that's obviously paid for, well, that I can receive through the NHS, or I can, you know, have a further appointments with Boots, who are obviously authorised to provide hearing aids and stuff like that to people, get further testing done. This lady actually had previously worked at hospitals. She now works at Boots, and she said like there's certain aftercare that you also get as well through having it at Boots. There's payment plans, and I would only need one, so obviously that would reduce the costs. But yeah, I mean, for something that's I'm going to get a demo of one of them. There's all different types. I'm guessing I'll need an essential one just to help with like the one-on-one. There's I'll have to like go into further detail, I guess, to see what happens after Sunday. But yeah, Sunday's just going to be a conversation. It might do more tests. I'm not sure. Potentially discuss that. Discuss how it's affecting my normal day-to-day, and then kind of go from there. Go through all the different varieties of hearing aids, and go through like payment plans and payment options and that kind of thing. I don't obviously have to lock in anything, but it's just a conversation that I think I need to have. Not sure if my partner will come or if it'll just be like me, myself and I, because obviously Isla needs to be looked after. But yeah, I've obviously not seen my partner in person. I've talked to him over the phone about it, but yeah, like I don't know, like I'm not shocked. Like I know it's fine, like, and like no judgment obviously if you need a hearing aid, but what I didn't like is that a lot of the advertisements, obviously working in marketing, a lot of the advertisements and promotion and stuff for hearing aids or hearing loss is like a lot of pictures about people obviously that are older. And I actually mentioned that to the lady, and she said, look, we actually got this booklet and it has on the front had someone that was younger, and she's like, we finally like got a win, and we got that because yeah, obviously there can be babies that are born with no, like, you know, little to no hearing and stuff like that. But and I don't think that's what's like, yeah, I just feel bad for myself that I should have obviously gotten this test done a long time ago. I'm not like saying that getting a hearing aid is going to dramatically change my whole life and like, oh my god, I'm going to realize how much I'm missing out, because obviously I have hearing in my left ear. It's just, I'm just hoping that I pick up on things a lot more and maybe feel more part of certain conversations that potentially I wasn't putting myself in. And yeah, I don't know, it's weird, isn't it? Like, yeah, I'm just like in my head obviously about it, but again, like, it was part of this January challenge that I set for myself. And my next one is that I want to get, I think Boots potentially do, you can get a few like skin tags or like freckles or moles looked at. I think it's like 2 or 3 that you can get looked at for free, and then every other one after that's a certain price or whatever. Obviously you can go through your doctor and get them to have a little look, but yeah, obviously then going through the NHS things can maybe take a little bit longer. Obviously if they thought something was really seriously wrong, but it's just something in the back of my mind that I wouldn't mind getting a couple of spots looked at. So yeah, definitely going to book that in sooner rather than later, maybe the month of February. That's what I can do. That's a little MOT for February. But overall, glad that I've done it. Obviously if certain conversations have to be had, I need to look through all of these booklets. I do need to obviously book an appointment with my doctor so that they're aware, and to maybe get myself booked in for something else, so maybe the wait isn't as long as this lady had thought. Maybe it's gone less, or maybe it's longer, who knows. But yeah, start the ball rolling, which is obviously why I set this challenge up for myself. And obviously, this is me just doing a little plug, if there's certain things that you're avoiding getting looked at, or it's in the back of your mind, or it's a little MOT, or it's on your massive to-do list of things that you need to get done, go and get it checked, go and get sorted. I mentioned, obviously, I've had a smear test or pap test, whatever you call it. It's obviously different in Australia to England. If you're due that, go get that done. I know it's not comfortable. I got mine done like a bit after having Isla, obviously, and I need to get checked every year. That's kind of what came back in my results, is that it's something that I have to get checked every year, not every other year, or I think it's like every 3 to 4 years, isn't it now? But for me, I need to get checked every year because that's something that came out of that. So 100% advise. I know it can be annoying. I know it's like one thing like to do that's like not exciting, but it's important, and it's important whether you have children or not. But yeah, this is your little reminder, or if you know someone that has been putting something off, tell them to do it. Go with them to do it. Make it fun. Go for coffee beforehand, go for coffee afterwards, go for drinks afterwards, whatever you need to do to get that appointment in and locked in, sealed, delivered. Go do it. All right, let's go make this bloody curry that I'm excited for. Where's the ball, Bunny? Where's the ball? Did you find it? Good boy. Woken up with a cold as well as a cough, so it's good. Good. Not improving. I'm hoping I get it all out of the way because we're going away next weekend, so hopefully it means I'll be well by then. Oh gosh. I finally purchased makeup from Le Maquillage. I think that's how you say it. I'm probably butchering it. And can I just say, the marketing, like what they use, is amazing. So you open it up and it says untraditional, uncompromising, undeniably extra. And then like even the packaging that the makeup comes in, like it's just, yeah, I just love it. I got a free waterproof liquid eyeliner as well, and just look at the packaging, like just looks so good. Alright, so 2 pumps. I feel like I need to see this as well. My lighting's horrid. Let's do a half face job. You can see the difference. The beauty about this makeup is that it doesn't look like you've got foundation on. Like it's just, but that is the difference. Bear in mind, this is incredibly, like, really spotty. Okay, let's go with the next lot. And look how, obviously, how red my skin looks as well. This is the finishing product. I've added a little bit of concealer to my eyes, blush, not done my eyebrows because I had them tinted, and yeah, put a bit of like the tiniest bit of mascara on. But yeah, my skin feels kind of dry today, and I think that's because I put a whole bunch of Sudocreme on last night to try and fix my spots. I mean, they feel less aggressive today, but they're obviously still there. But yeah, again, I think I've mentioned that I need to go to the doctors to get all my hormones, I think, checked, because I'm still producing milk, and my periods are really, really heavy. I know that can just happen, obviously, when after like having a baby, your periods can change. But yeah, my skin's not great. So just want to make sure I, look to see if my hormones are kind of imbalanced. I'm not taking any kind of contraception, like I'm not taking any like the pill, which obviously helps balance out hormones. Originally I was on the pill for my skin when I was younger, so it was so bad. But yeah, so we shall see what they come back with. But first priority, I need to see them about my hearing test, and yeah, if I can try and plug them looking at my hormones and maybe getting a blood test and that kind of thing into that meeting, that would be great. It'll sort of be another doctor's appointment to talk to them about that. All right, I really need to like do something with my hair and get ready for work, but it is, yeah, is it day 21 or 22? What is the date today? My phone's not telling me. I think it's day 22, I think. Again, I really felt like, it's the first time I probably really felt like food for breakfast, because I came downstairs and it smelled like bacon and egg, and I was like, oh. But yeah, I didn't eat as much yesterday because I think as I'm not very well, I didn't have one of my shakes. I just had like one shake. I had like a muesli bar. Did I have carrots and some like another snack sort of thing? So yeah, didn't eat as much yesterday. I obviously had like my meal for dinner, but yeah, so I just think I had my first shake quite late, and then I just, when you're poorly, you just feel kind of full and just not hungry. But yeah, this morning I was like, wouldn't mind some bacon and egg, but I don't feel hungry though. That's the thing. Like it's literally because I smelt it. I was like, oh, that'd be nice. I don't know if you can tell my voice. Yeah, sounds croaky. I've got like now a bunged up nose as well. I'm just hoping that I am like in a full, like nice and fit by the time we're going away with friends. But either way, it'll still be a nice time away with friends. But yeah, I just hope I feel a little bit better than I feel now. But yeah, quickly I need to get ready for the day. In terms of like this, I don't know if this is gonna be my only update today, but yeah, gonna do some Pilates and walk Barney in my lunch break. And what day is it today? It's Wednesday. Yeah, probably just do Pilates and walk Barney. Again, I don't want to overdo it because I'm not well and I'm not eating as much. I'm not getting as much like energy and nutrients in me, so I'm just trying to be careful to not like overdo it. So yeah, a bit of a walk with Barney and Pilates will be just the right amount of exercise, I think, for today. Hello, don't mind that pile of washing. I need to go take that upstairs to dry. It's never ending, isn't it? Goodness me. It is day 23 and I just thought I would update you as I have just been updating my little sheet here. It's day 23, or it's the 23rd of January, so it's day 23 of my challenge, and I have lost half a kilo this week, which is good. So yeah, making some progress. My skin is broken out, and I think I've mentioned this in every single update that I've given. And basically I did a bit of research. I will check to see if it's like hormonal. I need to book into the doctors. It's one of those things that's on the ever-growing list of like life admin that I need to do. But yeah, I'm going to get my hormone levels checked. But I did look up as to why my skin could be breaking out, and it has been said that if you kind of change your diet all of a sudden, which I have, it can lead to your skin breaking out. So I basically need to make sure that I start taking some vitamins just to make sure that I'm getting all the nutrients that I need. And yeah, just give it a little bit of TLC see, but look, like it's proper big pimples, and I feel like a teenager again. So yeah, I have a feeling, sneaky suspicion, that it's to do with the change of diet. And I think like naturally it should improve as my body gets used to it. But I think taking like a daily vitamin, eating lots of like fish where I can, like omega-3 is it? And yeah, and a lot of protein and stuff like that. I'm probably lacking protein, not gonna lie, because the only protein I'm really getting is in the meal that I have at the end of the day. So maybe I need to look at protein high snacks. I've got a list of things that I need to buy for the weekly shop, so I might just have a little research on what's kind of like high protein snacks under 100 cal, and just try and like implement as much protein as I can, because yeah, I'm probably lacking in certain things, as it's been 3 weeks, well nearly 4 weeks basically of doing this challenge. So yeah, just need to keep making sure I'm like checking in with my body and how it feels. And yeah, how am I feeling? I'm hungry right now, I'm not gonna lie. There's no food in my cupboards. So I'm going to do a food shop tomorrow, as it's Friday, and do like a food shop before Mrs. Pockets, and then have food and lots of snacks in the house, because yeah, I mean, I'm not as hungry as usual because I'm not feeling well. So it's what, 3 o'clock, I'm just having a little break. I'm not making a drink, or I'm not making a drink on this break. I've just had a long call about social media for the company that I work for, so I just need to like not look at my big screen and just like look elsewhere and just recharge the old batteries before starting again. But yeah, I've not been as hungry because I'm not feeling well, so that's probably not helping, making me feel great. You know, I need to be giving myself plenty of nutrients now that I'm not well. Don't know what I'm doing with my hands, but yeah, okay, that's the quick update. I just wanted a quick 5-minute break to stop looking at my screen, and now I will continue. And then once I'm done in an hour's time, I've literally written a list. I need to walk the dog, I need to get something from In Post in my village because I got a vintage order. I need to put that washing away. I need to go pick Isla up, get something for dinner because we've got no food in the cupboard, but we've got garlic bread, so I think we'll do a pasta. I've got lots to do, but for now, all that's on my mind is the company that I work for, and I've got like 3 or 4 more tasks I need to do before finishing for the week. All right, day 23 update. Bye. I've not done very well filming my health journey since the last episode. I think I've done like a couple of snippets, or maybe 1 or 2. But yeah, my skin's still breaking out. I'm not sure if I mentioned that I did some reading, and when you change your diet suddenly, your skin can just take a while to kind of get used to it. And yeah, so I think that's what my skin is doing. I sound terrible. Still got this cough. Don't feel horrendous. I'm just tired, but I think that's just in general, because life be life. I look knackered, oh my god. But yeah, so I've not done a very good job at doing an update for this over the last few days, but still going good. It's always the weekend. We went out for lunch yesterday. Ended up having less calories actually, even though we went out for a meal, because I had 1 shake. I had 2 gin and sodas, which are like 52 calories each, and then my meal, and then had like a packet of crisps, which were, I think, 72 calories or something. So I didn't have like another shake, so I ended up eating less, even though I was super full from eating a burger out. So, and I know how many calories was in that. So yeah, I ate less than normal, which is crazy. I think today I'm going to make a pie for a nice Sunday treat. Make a pie. I've got my hearing test, well, my second hearing appointment, so I might do a bit of an update on that once I get back. That's at 1:30. I'm going to try not to forget. I think I'll go for a nice walk with Isla this morning at Everard Meadows with Barney. We were going to go gymnastics in OB, but I didn't book on yesterday, and the later session is already booked out and we won't make the 9 a.m. one. So yeah, that's fine. We'll do it eventually. We might do it on a Friday, as we're going to stop doing Mrs. Pockets, just so that I can have a bit of more variety with Isla on a Friday. And I might end up potentially starting back at work at some point on a Friday, even if it's a Friday morning or something, I don't know. But yeah, I just didn't want to. The main reason why I didn't do Mrs. Pockets this term, the next term, is because we're going to Australia, so she'll miss like 4 out of the 7 or 8 sessions. So yeah, which is a shame, because it's good to like try and keep your spot. But yeah, Bluey. Oh, you just turned Bluey off. But yeah, a nice. Yesterday was a nice day. We went for a walk at Thornton Reservoir. If you live like in the East Midlands, like Leicester area, I would highly recommend. It's a nice walk. So we did that. Yeah, bye bye Bluey. And then had Ida's grandparents here while she had her nap, and then a couple of us, like little siblings and the kids, we met up for late lunch. So they're just somewhere local that allowed dogs. So you want Bluey, but you just turned Bluey up, didn't you? Mummy can put him back on. There he is. We're watching the one where it's called Pass the Parcel. I think it's Lucky's dad that's cheeky. But yes, I will try and do a bit of an update on how my appointment goes. I don't know why I turn the camera on when I look like this, but just a bit of realism, you know? No makeup, skin looking terrible, hair not done, bags under my eyes. I've got a lemsip and a coffee. Yeah, so I'm going to scull my lemsip, hope that helps, and crack on with my day.